Hey, good morning. I thought I'd cheat today and not be looking directly into the sun, so maybe I don't have to squint so much. Today we're going to talk about the 80-20 rule. And you may have heard of this, I'm sure you have. So there's a couple ways that the 80-20 rule plays out. So one is that in most companies, many companies, 80% of the business comes from 20% of the customers. Interesting. In a lot of workplaces, 80% of the output is done by 20% of the employees, which always makes me wonder, then why do we have so many employees? Why can't we all just be operating at that high level? But it happens. So it also made me think, though, about a really interesting statistic that when people make New Year's resolutions, 80% of those are completely broken by January 31st. And you might be saying, Michael, it's the 6th of January. Why are we still talking about making New Year's resolutions? Well, therein lies the secret here, is that I'm actually not talking about making New Year's resolutions. I'm talking about making resolutions. And as you know, I'm going by my notes, so I'll cheat here every once in a while. Thank goodness I can still read my own handwriting. It's not good. That should be one of my resolutions, but it's not. I'm too old to get better handwriting. So I thought this was interesting. The definition of a resolution is a firm decision to do or to not do something. But, when we get to the beginning of a new year, often people are like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to give up junk food. I'm going to walk a mile and a half every day. I'm going to give up watching television. But the problem is we make these bold decisions without actually having our mind be a part of the process, which is a little bit why I was talking yesterday about being in the right mental space to understand what decisions that we make and why we're making them. Because when we make these bold proclamations, it's usually like this desire to create a radically different outcome than where we were. But we're not really designed to do that. Like, as human beings, we're not designed to all of a sudden stop something at 100 miles an hour to go to zero. It's not good for our psyche, but it's also not good for our ability to stick through and commit through a resolution, which then in turn actually, really impacts the way we believe and think of ourselves. So when we're just hoping that we're going to lose that 20 pounds, or we're hoping we're going to have the fortitude to get up and go to the gym every day, we have to recognize, number one, hope is not a strategy. And if that's our plan, then we've not actually given ourselves any tools to be successful at it. And so I'm challenging you to think about not these radical changes, but what changes you really want to make in your life, in your personal life, in your professional life, and in your career, in your business. So maybe you're looking for something as an overall arching theme, not just one little data point. So for instance, saying you want to drop 20 pounds in the first, couple weeks of January or 2021 is not really what you're trying to accomplish. I mean, that's the end result. You want to be down 20 pounds. But is it really about being down 20 pounds, or is it you want to be healthier? You want to fit in your clothes better? Maybe let's not talk about the 20 pounds. Maybe you want to be financially fit. Maybe you want to have financial security. Maybe you want to have a loving partner. Maybe you want to spend more time with your kids. Maybe you want to start a family. Maybe you want a secure job. Maybe you want a really healthy relationship with yourself. All these things are like the bigger concept of what we're trying to achieve. And when we can pick one or more of an overarching theme, we're more likely to take a look at the steps to get us there. So as we go through this month, I'm gonna really challenge you. And what I want you to do is take a moment right now and write down, what is your overarching goal? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? Not the end result as one specific data point, but the greater theme of what you're trying to achieve. And I want you to write it down, and I want you to write it down in a place that you're going to be able to look at it every day, and that's really important. So I'm going to do this along with you, and I really thought about this for a long time. And my overarching theme, it's going to sound a little big. It's a little impressive in terms of what I want to achieve. And I'm not sure about all the details yet, but I do know that this is what I wrote down for myself. I want synergy and balance in my business, in my personal life, and in my relationship with myself. I want synergy and balance in my business, in my personal life and in my relationship with myself. In other words, I want all three to support and be healthy ways to balance each other, to provide joy in each of those areas. And I have the tendency in my history of going all in one area and maybe looking, or not paying attention or taking care of other areas. And this year, from everything I learned in 2020, that synergy and that balance is really important. I want to have a healthy business. I want to have a healthy personal life, but I also want to have a healthy relationship with myself, meaning that I want to know that Michael is being taken care of in this mix as well. So how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to talk about it more every day, and I'm really going to challenge you to use this as part of your motivation every day and how we really move forward. No matter what your goals are, find your theme, write it down. And here's the thing. I've never approached this in my life this way, looking at all these things to find synergy and balance. I'm a little scared, but I'm really, really excited. And I think that ultimately it's probably the healthiest overall theme that I've ever tackled. I've done well in each of those individual areas, but never in all three. And I know I can do it. I know I will do it. What is yours? Follow along and let's see what we can do in this new year, a new opportunity.